Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, here on a Tuesday night for the Crooked Line Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series at Five Flags Speedway. Doing a day race today here for Crooked Line. It's hot. Going to be slick track conditions for these drivers here tonight. So far, you got Greg Smith in the 104. He's sitting fastest with a 15.84. 837, I should say, but in a 15.84. Jason Raymond, who is our points leader here tonight, and I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, that the points going into tonight's event is pretty close between the top two. We got Jason Raymond with 421 and Tanner Marr with 400. With 2 races left to go in the season, this championship battle is really starting to heat up. I want to thank you again for joining us here on a Tuesday evening. Watch these Storm Modifieds do 125 laps. Taking a look at the number 52 here of Jason Day, setting some practice laps. He's almost done right there, 150 laps here in practice. Currently sitting P5 on the practice charts. Go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just getting a few things switched around, set up, and ready to go for tonight's event. Remember, only 2 races left in the season. And it's a close points battle between the top 2, even the top 3. Anything can happen here in these next couple of races. Only a couple minutes left here in practice tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so if you could kindly please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem, done by Joshua Rutherford. All right, and thank you, Joshua Rutherford, for the great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, if you could, please go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. He's the one that provides all the music here for True Sim Productions. Trying to help a brother out and get him up to 100 subscribers. I greatly appreciate it if you go check them out. Only a few seconds left here in practice before these drivers will go out onto the track and start qualifying. Going to be 2 laps of single car qualifying tonight. Also, need to point out that last week's winner, Jeff Clifton, in the number 5, will have to start from the rear of the field for being the race winner last week. That is a thing they've been doing all season here for the modified series on Tuesday night. Also, got to keep in mind, under yellow flag conditions, we will have what's known as a choose cone. So coming to 1 to green, the drivers will choose what lane they want, inside or outside. As practice winds up here tonight, drivers are going to start heading out and setting their qualifying run. Remember, it's a hot track here tonight. Go ahead and put the weather on the right-hand side of your screen. The track surface temperature is 127 degrees Fahrenheit here tonight. Air temperature of 86 degrees. It's a hot one here at Five Flags. As you see Chris Carroll going out there, swerving back and forth a little bit, trying to get some heat in those tires. He's going to be the first to start qualifying here this evening in that number 99 Tour Modified. On his first lap here, going through turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn number 4, going to go across the line, set his first lap. Pretty good lap. It's a 15.8382 actually, sorry. A 15.82 for the number 99. Can he improve on lap 2? Coming out of turn number 4 and across the line for the number 99. Gets real loose right there coming out of turn number 4. He's not going to be able to improve. But he's sitting on provisional pole right now. Jason Day in that number 52 machine just finished up his qualifying run. Ran at 15.86, a 15.86 for the number 52. Jason Raymond is bringing that number 44 out on track right now. He's going to start his qualifying run. Let's see what Raymond can do. He's your points leader right now. Down into turns 1 and 2, he's going to run a real low line down on that yellow line, almost onto the apron. I'm wondering if these drivers are going to be using a little bit of that apron here tonight, try and get that modified to rotate a little bit better through the center of the corner. Raymond coming out of turn number 4 and across the line for his first lap is going to be good enough for second place with a 15.86, almost matching Jason Day's time on his second lap here. Let's see if he can improve coming out of turn number 4. No, he's going to clip the apron and clip the inside wall. That's going to end the qualifying run for Jason Raymond. Give him second position right now. Taking a look at Brian Zimmerman real quick as he finishes up his qualifying run. He ran a 15.87 for the number 28, sitting there in 5th position. Greg Smith was fastest in practice. He's out there starting his qualifying run. Let's see what he can do. Greg Smith kind of slowing down there. Ran a 15.91, probably trying to start from the rear of the field. Brad Carpenter's out on the racetrack right now in that number 31 machine. Coming to start his qualifying run right here. Takes the green flag down into 1 and 2. Again, a nice low line there. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. And across the line for the 31 for his first lap. What can he do here? He's going to go second fastest and bump Raymond down to 3rd, but he's going to get into the outside retaining wall, and that's going to end the 31's qualifying run here. If anybody is not aware, if you so much as spin or tap that wall, get what we call in iRacing a 0x. What iRacing will do is disqualify that lap. That lap will not count. Chris Sawyer in that number 71 starting his qualifying run. There's still a few drivers left to qualify. Jeff Clifton has to start from the rear of the field, so unless he wants a good pit box, I don't really see him qualifying. Brian Treadwell, Jeffrey Miller, and Chris Clark, they all still have to set a time yet. 71 on his first lap. He's going to go 11th fastest with a 15.97, and it looks like he's just going to shut her down right there. Happy with that run for the number 71. Right now, still Chris Carroll sitting on provisional pole with 55 seconds remaining in qualifying. Like to take this time to thank our sponsors here. Top Hat Comics, USA Firearm, Maine's Mobile Truck Service, ButtKicker.com. I know Tanner's going to kill me. I'm missing a couple. MF Racing Design, Savage Edge. Everybody who helps out with True Sim Productions and the Crooked Line Racing Series. As qualifying wraps up, that's going to give the pole to Chris Carroll, an outside pole to Brad Carpenter here this evening at Five Flags Speedway. We'll wait a few more seconds here. We got to get through that grid here tonight. Chris Carroll, as I said, in that number 99 is going to be starting on the pole with Brad Carpenter, and that 31 starting to his outside. Third place is going to be Jason Raymond in the number 44 with Jason Day to his outside in the number 52. Christopher Monroe in the number 17 is going to be starting in fifth position with Brian Zimmerman to his outside in the number 28. Cortland Herman in that number 37 is going to be starting in seventh place with Tanner Marr to his outside in the number 4. Keith Mack in the number 55 will be starting in ninth position with Greg Smith starting to his outside in the 104. Chris Sawyer in that number 71 is going to be starting in 11th position with Zach Murphy in the number 29 starting in 12th. Jeff Clifton again will have to go to the rear of the field, but showing him 13th on the grid right now in that number 5 with Chris Clark to his outside in the number 91. Brian Treadwell is going to be starting in 15th in that number 48 with Jeffrey Miller in the number 79 to his outside. That's actually going to round out the field. So Jeffrey Miller going to bring up the field here once they give Jeff Clifton the EOL. Of course, Jeff Clifton will be starting in 16th position here this evening. Hot track surface, hot air temperatures. These drivers are going to get geared up and ready to go here. It's going to be 2 laps to the green flag. Flagman showing 2 fingers, 2 flags in the air, letting these guys know. Get ready because we're going green flag racing here in just a few short moments. See if iRacing lies in there. The key here tonight is going to be not to overheat those rear tires. It's going to be a hot track surface, as we keep mentioning, but you're going to have to save them tires. 1 lap to green here to start the 125 lap feature event for the Top Hat Tour Modified Series here on True Sim Productions. First start's going to be on green flag. Every restart after that will be on the leader's discretion. Pace car is going to dive off here. Flagman has the green flag up in the air. We are green flag racing. Here, 5 flags going down into turns 1 and 2. It looks like it's going to be a dead even race for the first position, but Carroll's going to go ahead and get a gap. Going down the back straightaway, Brad Carpenter trying to fight hard on the outside. Jason Raymond looking to the bottom of Carpenter here. Give Chris Carroll lap 1 left. Jason Raymond looking to the inside of the 31 here, going into turns 1 and 2, trying to make something happen. Looks like he can't quite clear him going down the backstretch. Still going to be side by side. Let's go back a little bit further. Jason Day trying to get that 4th position away from the number 17 of Christopher Monroe's. We got a yellow flag out on the speedway. Not sure what might have happened there. Maybe the number 5. I think that's what I'm getting shown right here. Yeah, the number 5 having issues. And for some reason, I'm not able to bring up a decent camera angle of them. That's the best I got right there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll back it up. You can see him there on the bottom of your screen going down into 3 and 4. Just gets that apron just a little bit. Hits the inside wall. So under caution for the first time here tonight at 5 flags. Chris Carroll, your race leader. We're 5 laps in of 125. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just checking a couple of things here. Making sure everything's good to go. The stream kind of looked a little wonky on my end. I wanted to make sure everything was looking good. Should be getting 2 to green right here. See when they come out of turn 4. We'll go ahead and go to the choose cone camera. There we go, they're choosing. A lot of people taking that high side. Maybe trying to use it to their advantage a little bit. Chris Carroll takes the bottom once again. Brad Carpenter to the outside. Looks like that 37 of Cortland Herman decided to take the top side along with Zimmerman and Tanner Marr. Pace car's going to dive down. Chris Carroll's going to fire him back off. We're back under green. Down into turns 1 and 2. Jason Raymond's going to go ahead and get side by side with Brad Carpenter. Brad got a little loose right there through the center of 1 and 2. Allowed, guys, we got another caution. Showing maybe the 71 might have been involved here. Oh no, Tanner up there. Tanner got spun. Okay, so let's back it up, see what happens. Going down into 1 and 2. Well, it looks like the 55 just kind of drifts up. Sends the 4 around. Everybody else checking up to avoid them. Good job there. We're on lap 11 of 125. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stick around.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We're back live here on True Sim Productions. Chris Carroll, still your race leader. Obviously, we're still under caution. Coming to the choose cone right here, I am pretty sure. Chris is going to take the bottom, Raymond to the bottom, Carpenter to the outside, Herman to the outside. It's a bunch of different... choices being made, sorry. And I still have yet to see that either line really prevail right here. Chris Carroll's going to fire him off, and green flag is going to be back out in the air. Now Carroll gets a good restart there because he can fire whenever he wants to, but as you see Carpenter back here, he's under fire from Raymond once again. Raymond's going to clear him though, going on the back straightaway. And now that allows Brian Zimmerman to go ahead and take a look. Down in the... oh, Zimmerman's going to get loose. Good job by the number 52, Jason Day, seeing that, letting him gather the car back up. Looks like the number 28 might have got the apron just a little bit. That time by Jason Raymond, fastest lap of the race. Looking to the inside of Chris Carroll for the race lead. They're going to bang bumpers just a little bit. Raymond's going to slot back in, get back in his rhythm, and try again here. Brad Carpenter sitting in third position with Jason Day sitting in fourth. Brian Zimmerman has fell back into the fifth position with Cortland Herman back there in the number 37 running in sixth. Chris Carroll that time by fastest lap of the race with a 15.80. On lap 19 of 125. Go back a little bit further in the field. Take a look at that number 17 of Christopher Monroe. He's sitting in eighth. Under fire from Zach Murphy. Zach Murphy coming into the points tonight is in third in that number 29. He's down at 374 points. So he's got some work to do here tonight if he's going to want to battle for that championship here. On the double points night, I might add, next week. Everybody pretty much single filed out. Tanner Marr fell back into the 10th position as of right now. Oh, he's going to get the apron. Nice save by the number 4. Good job there. He was able to gather it back up, get back in a rhythm, and try and get back up there. Clip that apron a little bit. So remember what I said in practice about drivers using the apron to maybe get that modified to rotate a little bit better. I think it's working a little too much here tonight. On lap number 23 of 125, Chris Carroll still your race leader, but Jason Raymond still sitting in second, trying to hunt him down. Brad Carpenter still running in third. Jason Day running in fourth. Brian Zimmerman in fifth. We talked about how hot the track was going to be this evening. Could play into some drivers' favor, could not. Taking a look at that number 71 of Chris Sawyer. He's back there running in 12th position. Running behind him, under pressure from Brian Treadwell, is the 79 of Jeffrey Miller. Brian's going to get a good run here through the center of the corner. Just can't quite get there, trying to get that 12th position away from the 79. And Chris Clark back there. And then number 91, he's running in 15th, and unfortunately, it looks like Clifton has put it on the hauler. Heading to, where are we at next week, actually? Let me check the schedule here. Oxford Plains, so loading up the trailer and heading out to Oxford for next week. Well, that's going to be an interesting track. It's going to be an interesting race to broadcast. The reason why I say it, ladies and gentlemen, is because it's one big circle. There really is no straightaways. It's just a big, like, oval, literally. Chris Carroll still your race leader on lap number 29 of 125. Jason Raymond still trying to run him down. The top four have kind of broken away right here. Brian Zimmerman kind of running by himself. He's about half a second off the back bumper of Jason Day. But he's got a good gap back to Greg Smith. Greg Smith, who's had a great run so far. Remember, he started a little bit further back here this evening. fastest in practice, trying to work his way back up to the front here. As of right now, it's a tie between biggest mover. You got Zach Murphy, who's up 4 spots from the start, and Greg Smith, who's up 4 spots from the start of this thing. Tanner Marr working around that number 37 to take over 9th position. Herman's going to try and fight back here. Might have drove it a little bit too hard there. He had to check up, get out of the gas. And that's allowing Tanner to pull away. Back up to the front. This front 4 has kind of gapped themselves out just a little bit. It's a 3/10 gap from race leader to second place Jason Raymond. Then from Raymond back to Jason Day, it's a 0.4 second gap. So they're really starting to spread out here at Five Flags. Working lap number 36 here of 125. Chris Carroll, still your race leader. He's led every lap so far. Jason Raymond trying to run him down. Remember, Jason Raymond is your points leader coming into the night with 421 points. And Tanner Marr is second. Now, Tanner actually has to really step it up here. He's got to get up to the front. I mean, if this thing's going to go green flag, these laps are going to tick off really quick. Tanner trying to stay in that championship hunt here in the Tour Modified Series. Back there running in ninth, having a good run, but definitely wants to gain a few more positions. Riding on board here with 44 Jason Raymond. See them both kind of running different lines. You see Raymond's kind of entering a little bit lower than Carroll is going into 1 and 2. About the same there in 3 and 4 as well. But you can hear it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Not a whole lot of off-throttle time in these cars. It's a lot about the momentum. You got to keep it up. I don't know why that said winner. Need it stay on board. There we go. He ain't the winner yet. Maybe I should pick him. Carroll's running a really interesting line as we look out the front. It's a different point of view when you actually see from the cockpit what they see, what lines they're running. Chris Carroll's running a high to low kind of line where Raymond's kind of just rolling the bottom. You see Chris Carroll's making it work. He's pulling away. Got about a 7/10 gap over second place Jason Raymond right now. Let's go back and take a look at 5th place because he's starting to get closer to the back bumper of that number 52. That's Brian Zimmerman. Jason Day actually starting to get closer and closer to the 44's back bumper as well. While we got a solid green flag run here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. You stick around. Gotta cut the commercial break just a little short there. We have a problem here on the speedway. Caution flag is out. Showing maybe something might have happened to the 4 of Tanner Marr. Let's go back and take a look. Oh, goes way up the racetrack there. Oh man. Maybe having some technical issues with that number 4. I don't know if that brought out the caution, but oh, that or there might have been some debris on the speedway. He might have clipped it. But drivers are on pit road. We see a lot of right side tires going up. I wonder how many people are going to take rights, how many people are going to take all 4. Definitely going to get some fuel on that Tour Modified 2 here. We're on lap 53 of 125. Good race off pit road there between Murphy and Tanner. That handed the lead over to the number 55 of Keith Mack. See if we can get word with Tanner here. Tanner Marr, driver, the number 4. Sam in the booth, you got me.
I got you, brother.
Hey, maybe you can throw me a little bit of insight on that last caution. What was it for?
That was the lap 50, basically stage caution, basically comp caution.
All right. I just wanted to clarify that. But, hey, anyway, while we got you up here, you're sitting back there in 8th position. How do you feel tonight? You're coming in 2nd in points with 2 races left in the season.
Well, getting turned on lap 3 is never a good thing, right? And, yeah, not really gelling out here right now. Just gonna try to get what we can here.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you get back down there with your team, and good luck in the rest of the race.
Thank you, boss.
His driver, the number 4, Tanner Marr. You heard him. Not too happy about getting turned on lap 3, as I don't think anybody would be. But he's actually sitting in 7th right now, and this choose cone could help him here. So let's see, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top so far. Yep, Tanner's going to go ahead and probably gain a position here on the outside. That choose cone really does help you out, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, if everybody goes to the bottom, and you're sitting in 5th, and you take the first one to the outside, you're taking a risk. That might not be the line to run, but another quick caution comes out, and you're sitting right there in P2. Going to be in the hands of the number 55 here. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out in the air, and Keith gets a great jump there. Oh, Brian Zimmerman might have changed lanes there before the start-finish line. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see if race control says anything about that. Looking for the lead here, going down into turns 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side. Going to go back further. Tanner Marr is under fire from that 29 of Zach Murphy. Coming out of turn 2, Tanner's still trying to hold him off on the high side. They're going to be side by side going down into turns 3 and 4. Tanner to the top side of the racetrack. Zach Murphy down at the bottom side. Zach just can't quite clear him here. Tanner's doing a good job holding that number 4 machine and keeping that momentum up on the top groove. Two by two back here. Number 17 of Christopher Monroe looking to the bottom side of the racetrack. Now Brad Carpenter stuck on the bottom side, getting freight train. As Tanner Marr looks to the bottom side here. He's going to try and take over that 7th position from Brad. He does. He's going to clear him going down into 1 and 2. Jason Raymond back here. Jason Raymond had a 23-second pit stop. He's working his way back up to the field, sitting in 8th. We go back to the front. Brian Zimmerman, your race leader. Chris Carroll running in 2nd after that round of pit stops there under caution. Chris is trying to get around that number 28, but Jason Day, who's also having a really good run here tonight, sitting in that 3rd position, almost making contact with the back bumper of the 99. He's set it off down in the turns 1 and 2. Top 3 have pretty much pulled away. It's about a 1-second gap back to 4th place, Zach Murphy. trying to run these guys down. Christopher Monroe running 5th. Tanner Marr in 6th. You see Jason Raymond back there making a pass on Keith Mack in the 55. Put Raymond back up into 7th. Oh, Tanner Marr into the outside retaining wall. He's gonna, oh my goodness. We got to get a quick replay on that. It looks clean here going down into turns 1 and 2. Looks like it might push tight on him here. I'm not sure. Yeah, he just drifts up, gets into that wall, rides the wall, just goes around. Oh, and then gets tagged by Chris Sawyer in his 71. Well, I know Tanner's probably saying a few words about me for interviewing him there. Tanner, I swear, I just wanted to know if the caution was the comp caution or not. Just so you know for future reference. Under caution again here tonight at 5 Flags, lap 68 of 125. Going to be coming to the choose cone right here, I am pretty sure. Going to be taking lap 70 of 125 here tonight at 5 Flags. You see Zimmerman going low, Carroll going low. Murphy's going to be the first one to go to the top side. Good move. See what I mean? He was sitting back there in about 4th, 5th position and just moved up 2 spots by being the one car to go to the outside first. Jason Raymond also doing the same thing. Taken to the top side. He was back here in 7th the last time we were under green. But field in the hands of that number 28 machine of Brian Zimmerman. He's going to fire him off, and green flag is going to be back out in the air. And again, another lane change by the 28. Looks like he tried to rectify it there, but that's still a lane. That's 2 now, Zimmy. I don't think you can do that. Have to clarify with race control on that one. Side by side back here for the 4th position. Jason Day and Jason Raymond. 2 Jasons going at it. It just doesn't seem like that outside line. I mean, it can hold, but it just can't hold for long enough to make a pass. It seems like once you get stuck on that high line, you're going to get freight trained unless you can find a slot and get back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. The 17 is going to slam it down into the corner. It's going to slide up in front of the 44. And now Jason Raymond back down to the 6th. Looks like we had an issue there with somebody. We got another caution out. Oh, it was Brian Treadwell. 91 was just trying to avoid him. What happened to Brian here? Oh, looks like another case. He just got stuck into the wall. Yep, got into the wall, rode it, just lost control of that machine. going to put us back under the yellow flag here. Brian Zimmerman, still your race leader. Under 50 laps to go here. 5 flags. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
We are back alive, and the choose cone is in effect. Looks like Brian Zimmerman took the bottom side along with Chris Carroll. Jason Raymond, first person to take the top side. Again, it's an interesting move considering we've seen how the top line has just not worked that well this evening. Gonna be in the hands of Brian Zimmerman. He's gonna fire him off, and green flag is back out in the air. You got a good jump there this time going down in turns 1 and 2. Chris Carroll's gonna look to the inside of Jason Raymond here, and he's gonna clear him. Good move by the number 99. Raymond's gonna try and fight back. He's gonna take a peek to the inside going into 3 and 4, but can't make it happen. Slots back in. So give third place over to Jason Raymond. Cortland Herman's having a good run right now. He's back up into the 4th position. First time we've seen him up into the top 5 all night, I'm pretty sure, actually. Zach Murphy, who's sitting 3rd in points right now, under fire. Oh, the 37. Great job by everybody right there. That was insane. 37 got real loose, got that modified down on the apron. You watched his hands inside the car. Had to wheel that thing. Zach Murphy doing a good job trying to keep it off of him. Starting a single file out here near the back. 17 at Monroe, looking to the inside of that 37. Ooh, looks like 37 might have chopped him just a little bit right there. 17's just got a great run coming out of turns 1 and 2, trying to take over that 8th position. They might have touched nerf bars a little bit right there. Side by side going down to the front straightaway. The 17 to the bottom side of the racetrack, 37 to the top side. Going to be even coming off, going down the back straightaway. Monroe's going to go ahead and I think get the spot right here. He's got the room. He does. He's got it. Going down into turns 1 and 2, give that position to the 17 of Christopher Monroe. And Greg Smith now trying to make something happen, get back up inside the top 10. Back up to the front of the field, though, it is Brian Zimmerman on lap 87 of 125. Here at 5 flags. Chris Carroll trying everything he can, trying to catch back up to him. Jason Raymond trying to get back up there as well. Jason Day sitting back there in 4th position now. Just worked his way around the number 29 of Zach Murphy. Remember, Zach Murphy 3rd in points. Tanner Marr, unfortunately, had a bad night. He's still sitting on pit road. That's going to really hurt his chances here for the championship. Feel terrible about it, Tanner. I'm sorry, bud. We're back under yellow flag. Looks like it might have been Greg Smith involved as he's slow on the bottom side of the racetrack here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Coming out of turn number 2 right here. Down the back straightaway. Oh, man. The 37 got the apron again, got loose. He saved it. The 104 kind of synchronized. Did it there as well. Good job locking it down, not hitting nothing. All the drivers who got around him didn't hit him, so good job on their part there. Lap 92 of 125. We're going to go ahead and take our last commercial break of the evening. And when we come back, green flag racing all the way to the end. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live, about to go green flag. Jason Raymond took the top side there. Brian Zimmerman at the bottom is going to be in the hands of Brian Zimmerman here. Green flag is back out in the air. Really good jump there for the 44 of Raymond. He's going to take over that second spot from Carroll, so now Carroll's got to fight his way back around Raymond. Everybody pretty much single file. Oh, we got a spin back there in the back. Yep, that's going to bring out a caution. Not sure who that was. Greg Smith involved. Let's see what happened. Yeah, the 37 clipped that apron once again. Got loose, chasing up the track. Got into the left rear of the 104 of Greg Smith. That'll bring us back out under caution. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and just pay the rest of the bills. So we'll stick around.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. butt kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Back alive here, ladies and gentlemen. 24 laps to go. Going to be 23 when we take the green flag. Chris Zimmerman. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian Zimmerman. Wow, screwed that one up. Sorry, Brian. Takes the green flag. Going to go back down into turns 1 and 2. He's got a good jump there. He's going to gap Raymond just by a little bit. Raymond actually got a good jump as well there in the second position. Started on the bottom side this time. I think that was a good move. It made Carroll also go to the bottom. Now Carroll under fire from Zach Murphy and then number 29 there on the top side. Ooh, Carroll's going to kind of clear himself there coming out of turn number 2. That had Murphy had to check up a little bit, allowed Jason Day to get to the bottom side. 21 laps to go. Raymond all over the back bumper. Jason Raymond with the fastest lap of the race that time by a 15.77. That 44 is fast and he's coming. Back out under caution. Boys are losing their minds with 20 laps to go. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, it's a 37 again. Fortunately, that 37's been involved in quite a few accidents this evening. Comes off the corner and gets in the outside wall. So we're back out under yellow flag once again. Nah, screw it. Jason Raymond, driver of the number 44. It's Sam in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, we're having a bunch of yellows here at the end. You kind of jumping around on what lane you're choosing there when we're going back to green. What do you think you got here? You just ran, I don't know if you know this, the fastest lap of the race the last time you were under green with a 15.77. So what do you think you got tonight?
Oh, man, the car feels so good on a short run. I think these cautions are actually helping me. I don't know, I get way too tight on a long run. You saw that in the first stint we had there. I just fell off really bad. Jumping around lane to lane, just trying to find out what would be the best starting position for me. I feel like I'll probably just stick behind Zimmy on the inside here because no reason to go on the outside and risk getting freight trained when I could just start here and try to maintain. I mean, my focus right now is obviously big picture. If I can get the win, I'll go for it. Obviously, I'm not going to just let them have it, but big picture is what's on my mind right now.
All right, man. Well, hey, we'll let you get back down there. Good luck in the rest of the race.
Thank you.
Jason Raymond driving the number 44. You heard him there. I'd probably take that same strategy, starting on the inside like that. Like he said, you don't want to take the risk of getting freight trained. You got good track position right now. All right, looks like they're going to double up here. Green flag is back out in the air. So it looks like Brian Zimmerman and Jason Raymond both got a good start right there. Oh, the number 29 is going to get tagged. We're going to be back under caution. We got a pile up here. It's the big one. So down in the 1 and 2, you see the 17 kind of get into the 29. They hit again, and it's just mayhem from there. 55 doing a pretty good kick flip there. That was pretty cool. Tell you what, while they're under caution again, we'll just go ahead and show off one of the league sponsors once again, which is MF Racing Designs. You can check him out on Facebook. Guys, go get yourself a paint scheme from him. Does great work. Check out all the stuff he's done right here. Back still under caution here. Thinking they might get the choose cone this time by. We'll take a peek. So they're going to double file back up here. Field's going to be in the hands of Brian Zimmerman once again. And surprisingly, look at that. Jason Raymond to the top side. I don't know if that's what you want to do. Remember, he was worried about getting freight trained up there on the high side of the racetrack. We're going to have to see what happens here. Zimmerman fires off. Oh. They're going to go side by side down into turns 1 and 2. Chris Carroll looking to the inside of the 44. Raymond's got a great run off the top side. He took the top side and still made it work. gets P2. We got 7 laps to go this time by. Right now, it's all Brian Zimmerman. He's got about a 4/10 of a gap over second place Raymond right now. Remember, Raymond said he had more of a short run car. We're gonna have to see what he can do here. 6 laps to go. Jason Day trying to get up here. That time by Jason Day, fastest lap of the race with a 15.70. Coming out of turn 4, 5 fingers in the air from the flagman, 5 laps to go. Jason Raymond doing everything he can to get to the back bumper of Brian Zimmerman. It's going to be 4 laps to go this time by. Single file, top 4. Put a blanket over him. Chris Carroll trying to get to the back bumper of the 44. Jason Day trying to get up there. Lap times almost identical to the top 4 right now. Out of turn 4, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Looks like Raymond might have pushed a little bit as we get a caution. The number 55 might have been involved on that one. Maybe, I'm not sure. Looks like it might have been the 31 here. The 37 again. Involved in another one. Oh! And the 31 pulling it down the racetrack in front of the 71 there. So it's going to be a green-white checkered. Now what does Raymond do? Well, I guess while we're under caution, we can go ahead and shout out, single out another sponsor of the series, Butt Kicker. Go check out buttkicker.com. Get you one. I got one. They're pretty sweet. So we'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Big shout out to the buttkicker.com. We're going to be going into overtime here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a green-white checkered finish. These top 4 have been pretty much close on time. Can Brian Zimmerman hold them off? All he wants to do is see that white flag. So Jason Day, bold move taken to the top side here. Field in the hands of Brian Zimmerman. Going to be a green-white checkered finish here. Fires off. Good jump. Jason Raymond also a good jump. Now that's 3 times. I mean, that's 3 times you change lanes now. We're going to have to smack you in the mouth. Side by side, though, for second place there. Jason Raymond under fire from Jason Day. Zach Murphy trying to do everything he can. He's just got to get, oh my goodness, they took, no, they didn't. You got to be kidding me. What are we doing? I mean, we saw that live. Like, what happens here? Let's go to the far chase camera here. Let's see what happened. I mean, the 104 is clearly to the 37's inside. I don't know. It looks like the 37 just kind of comes down on him just a little bit. Might have been a little bit of a bracing incident here because it does look like right there, the 104 pushes up. But then right there, 37 comes down. That's going to bring us to another green-white checkered finish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to rack them up and try again here. Second attempt at a green-white checkered crooked line overtime. Brian Zimmerman's going to fire him off once again. Green flag back out in the air. Side by side for second place, down into turns 1 and 2. 52 is going to check up big there. 29 is going to get into the back. We've got a good run going on the back stretch. All I got to do is take the white flag right here. White flag in the air for the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Jason Day fighting hard on the outside. Chris Carroll looking underneath, trying to make something happen here. Who's going to get third? Chris Carroll can't get the momentum down, so give it to Jason Day, but Brian Zimmerman is going to take home the win here tonight at Five Flags. Zimmerman burning it down. Wild finish right there. First person we got to talk to, though, he's climbing out of that Tour Modified right now, is the number 52, Jason Day. And Jason, it looked like you might have had something there, at least for just a hot second there. But did you think you really had anything on these short green flag checkered finishes?
I don't think I had as much as I would have in a long run. I don't know what was going on with this modified tonight, but I could not get a jump on the restarts. I'd lose a couple spots. I had to almost jump the restarts to get going. The RPM just didn't seem to want to come up. Don't know what happened. Long run, I thought I was good. I could think I had a chance to catch up there and maybe try to move some people around and get up front, but it's a hard place to pass in these cars unless you're putting a bumper to somebody or they get tight and hit the wall. So no, I'm pretty happy with podium finish for only racing part-time right now, so happy with that. Congrats to Zimmy on the win.
Well, I should also mention, I actually thought you had something for him there at the end, because you were pretty much turning the fastest lap times. I think you actually had the fastest lap of the race with, like, I think it was a 15.70. But as you say, you got a third place finish. You can't complain about that. Who do you got to thank for on that number 52?
Oh, of course, thanks you for doing the broadcast, for the True Sim Productions, Tanner and all the boys at Crooked Line for putting on great series all the time, and all of our sponsors at Five Kings Motorsports, MF Design, Savages Apparel, Coney Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, Raz Energy, BAM Racing Videos, and yeah, just thank all of my teammates for helping me out and everybody that has parts to do with my racing.
All right, man. We'll let you go celebrate that third place finish. Congratulations. We'll see you next week at Oxford.
Thank you.
It's the number 52 at Jason Day coming home in P3. Now we got to talk to Jason Raymond walking down here. He just got out of that Tour Modified. And Raymond, what's going on, man? Saw you kind of change lanes there a couple of times on them restarts. Said you had the short run car. What was preventing you from getting a Zimmy there?
Oh, man. I was trying everything I could on the restart, trying to find some sort of lane that gave me a little bit of an advantage. But with him being able to control the start, it was just hard to get to him. I feel like I needed more than like 5 laps. I know short run. I had a great car, actually. I was really fast. I had the second fastest lap of the race. I don't know. I feel like maybe a 5 lap or more run, I would have been able to make it a little bit more interesting, but I'll never complain about another podium finish. Just starting to wind down, one more race in the season, so we'll head off to Oxford next week and try to put a cap on the great season I've had so far with the championship.
Yeah, you came in tonight first in points. Probably going to leave here first in points with probably a little bit more of a cushion. So I have to see what happens there at Oxford. Remember, it's a double points night, but still, good finish tonight. Who you got to thank on the number 44?
Oh, man, I got a ton of people. First off, I got to thank you for doing the broadcast every week. Do a great job, and as I say every time, everybody watching, please, we would greatly appreciate it if you went and subscribed and liked us on Facebook. It'd be greatly appreciated. Then I got to thank my parents and my girlfriend for all the support they give me week in and week out. I got to thank all the guys over at Five Kings Motorsports for the support from them and all the sponsors we have over there. We got MF Racing Designs, Coney Setup Shop, ButtKicker.com, Savage Edge Apparel, FB Sim Racing Button Boxes, Raze Energy, BAM Racing Videos, USA Firearms, and Southern Signs of North Carolina. Then I got my few personal sponsors that support me every week as well. I got Barn Package Store, Tile Chief Floor and Wall Coverings, and last but not least, Mayhew Construction. All
right, man. Well, hey, one race left to cap off a good season, as you said. We'll see you at Oxford.
Thank you.
This is the number 44, Jason Raymond. He's the second place finisher tonight, but we got to talk to the man of the hour, and that is the 28 of Brian Zimmerman here in Victory Lane right now, climbing out of that Tour Modified. Brian had to hold him off a couple of times there. How's it feel to come home with the win tonight?
Man, a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun tonight, racing with a bunch of clean drivers. It's a good league. A lot of fun. It's all track position though. If you can get that track position in these cars, it's so hard to pass this track. Being able to control the starts was the key of the race. Taking 2 tires on the pit stop helped me a lot because it got me some track position. And then on that lap 56 restart, going high, Keith was low and he had he didn't take tires, so once I was able to get around him, it was really just controlling those restarts. And it wasn't skill. I'm not great in these cars. I still feel like I've got a lot to learn, but it worked out, and our doing some pit strategy paid off for us tonight.
Yeah, man. I mean, come home with the win, so you can't complain about that. You put on a good show out there. You held off them guys a couple of times. Well-deserved win for the number 28. Who you got to thank on that machine tonight?
Well, first off, I want to thank Tanner Marr and Raymond, those guys that put on the league. You up in the booth, covering the races. We always enjoy those broadcasts. We appreciate all y'all's hard work. Those guys over at Crooked Line, they really put in a lot of work for these leagues. So we just want to thank them for that, giving us a good place to come out and run. Running with Chris Carroll Larry Bell and those guys over at Pit Lizard. Appreciate them letting me run with them in these leagues, so it's always a lot of fun. But just appreciate everybody in the league. Just real good, clean racing tonight. A lot of clean drivers out here.
All right, Brian. Well, again, congratulations on the win tonight. We'll see you next week at Oxford.
Sounds great, bud. Have a good one.
That was the race winner, Brian Zimmerman, number 28. Good race tonight. Ended under a green-white checkered finish. Can't complain. They put on a good show nonetheless. But, as always, that's going to do it for me here tonight on True Set Productions. Let me get your race results up on your screen. There we go. Race results are on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at them. Remember, Jason Raymond was your points leader going into the night, with Tanner Marr having that fallout 72 laps down. It's going to hurt him going into next week, but it's a double points night and anything can happen. So tune in next week, Tuesday night at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time for the season finale of the Crooked Line Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. I will see you there. Y'all have a good one.